mine,
Okay.
actually.
Welcome to the class 9 of the Hebrew class. Only the strong survive.
That's cute.
This is Hebrew class 9. Welcome. We are glad you're here. Silence in my class. Only the Hebrew you shall speak.
Oh boy.
All right, so here actually this is the second to the last class. So we have the 9 today, and then next week we have in the book it's 10 through 12, which I'm not really exactly sure how they calculate that. But in any case, Mazal Tov. If you made it this far.
Oh, it's upside down. That's fine.
If you made it this far, yes, you've got to read Hebrew right side up.
I thought it was looking really strange.
So if you made it this far, you've done well. It's good.
I may.
And then, so after next week, we'll have our final exam.
Whatever,
And that gets us
Rabbi.
to decide whether you get to stay in the community.
Good. No.
Yeah, so that's why we used to have 1,000 people in our community. And we had our class.
Right. That's how you've been.
So we shall begin the class.
All right, here we go.
All right, so this first slide is my recipe for
Are you serious?
Alfredo sauce. This has nothing whatsoever to do with Hebrew, but I thought you might want to take note of it because it's a really good recipe for homemade Alfredo. And then, now the next one.
That's great.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh no, there was a problem.
Hold on a second.
Uh-oh. Forgot that too.
Hold on a second, everybody. This is going to be a little loud.
Okay.
Failing us by not putting
Throw me under the bus.
not putting the microphone on there.
Praise the Lord. I didn't have
You
to
are
go
failing me
through
for
all
the
of
last
this.
time. All right, Unit 9. Aleinu le shabeach. So we're going to learn a principle, and that is when you see the letter chet with a line underneath it. Normally, you would read that and you would think to yourself that this should be cha. Okay? But in actuality, when it's the end of the word, it's an ach. The vowel comes before. So you read it like this, ach. Okay?
If it's at the end.
If it's at the end of a word. So if it's at the beginning, you would read it like this right here. On line 1 would be chala. And then it would be chana. Nachal. Bachar. Okay? That's how you read it when it's at the beginning of a word or in the middle of a word. But if it's at the end of the word, you're going to read it differently. And so there's a little asterisk down here at the bottom probably. When it comes at the end of a word, it's pronounced like ach in German or Yiddish. It's pronounced like ach in the German language. So ach. So here we have chala, chana, nachal, bachar. Line 2 would be le shabeach.
How would you say they didn't have the line underneath it?
If it didn't have, okay, so Keturah says, how would you pronounce it if it did not have the little line on it? Then it would be le shabech.
Oh.
So in this case, it's le shabeach. Koach. Ha meniach. Umeniach. Noach. Noach is Noah, by the way. I didn't know if you knew that or not.
I knew that.
Line 2 again.
Yes.
Le shabeach. Koach. Ha meniach. Umeniach. Noach. Line 3. Le shabeach. So it's just showing you here, le shabeach is equal in pronunciation to le shabeach. The only thing is that when you have this symbol with the hate at the end, you just remove the aleph. So line 3 is le shabeach, le shabeach, le shabeach. Line 4, koach.
Koach.
Again, it's same pronunciation, koach. It's going to pronounce like that. And then koach. Line 4, koach. 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 Line 5 would be hamaniach. 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 Line 6, umeniach. 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 Line 7, Noach. 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 Line 8, Aleinu leshabeach. Aleinu leshabeach. Okay? 9 is Kol Adonai Bekoach. Kol Adonai Bekoach. Line 10, Hameniach Leamo. Hameniach Leamo. Line 11, Umeniach Big Dusha. Umeniach Big Dusha. Big Dusha. Big Dusha. Big Kedusha. I guess you could pronounce it Big Kedusha. Line 11, Leshabeach Koach. Hamaniach Umeniach Noach. Line 12 again. Leshabeach Koach. Hamaniach Umeniach Noach. Line 13. Noach Ish Zadik. And that's Noah the righteous man. Noach Ish Zadik. Okay? Excellent. It's doing very well. So the next page is Aleinu. Line 1, we read it like this. Aleinu. Alechem. Shalom Alechem. Aleinu leshabeach. Let's do line 1 again. Ready? All together now. Alechem. Shalom Alechem. Aleinu leshabeach. Excellent. Line 2. Adon Hakol. Adon Olam. Incidentally, Adon is Lord, but it also in Hebrew is Sir, like Señor. Line 3. Chel Kenu. Goralenu. Asanu. Samanu. Sam. Again, line 3. Helkenu. Goralenu. Asanu. Samanu. Sam. Excellent. Line 4. Goye. Haratzot. Mishpachot. Ha'adama. Again, line 4. Goye. Haratzot. Mishpachot. Ha'adam. Ha'adama. Slika. Sorry. Line 5. Shelo. Asanu. Ke Goye. Haratzot. Line 5 again. Shelo. Asanu. Kegayot. Haratzot. Excellent. Line 6. Velo. Samanu. Kemishpachot. Ha'adama. Line 6 again. Velo. Samanu. Kemishpachot. Ha'adama. Excellent. We move this up to line 7. All right. Line 7, if you please. Shelo. Sam. Helkenu. Kahem. Shelo. Sam. Helkenu. Kahem. line 8. Vegoralenu kekol hamonam. Vegoralenu kekol hamonam. All right, are y'all able to read it and follow along?
Yes.
Or are you just repeating what I'm saying?
Just repeating.
Good.
Okay.
We can repeat so well.
You did so well. I thought you were doing so
Okay,
good.
that's good. Yes. Getting
Really
Shalom, we got that one.
I am very disappointed.
No, I'm sorry. We could lie.
Yes.
I was reading it, Rabbi.
Are you reading?
Yes.
You shall read what I
Very
am
slowly.
reading, not what I am saying.
Okay. What line are we on?
reading?
Are we on 9?
Line 9.
All right.
Line 9. So what's that first word in line 9?
Nachnu.
Anachnu. What's the next word?
Korim.
Korim. Let's the next. The third word.
Lefnei.
Ah, excellent. So anachnu,
Anachnu.
korim,
Korim.
lifnei.
Lifnei.
Excellent. All right, line 10. What is line 10?
Melech.
Uh-huh.
Malkei.
Uh-huh.
Hamalachi.
Uh-huh.
Hakadosh.
Uh-huh.
Baruch.
Excellent. Excellent. Let's do line 10 again. Melech,
Melech.
Malkei,
Okay.
Hamalakim,
Hamalachi.
Hakadosh,
Hakadosh.
Baruch.
Baruch.
Hu.
That one I know.
Last night it occurred to me that some people are singing the Shalom Aleichem song because they have it memorized, not because they are reading it. That is a cheating, and it will not be allowed.
Goodness.
We can.
You must disremember the song so you can read it now. Line 11. What does line 11 say?
Melech. Malkei. Hamalakim. Hakadosh. Baruch.
Okay.
Amlachim Hakadosh Baruch Hu.
Excellent. Line 11 again. Mi Melech, Malkei, Hamalakim, Hakadosh, Baruch Hu.
Now that next word, I need you to tell me how.
If you're online and you can read this, type I can read. I just want to see how many of you go online. Don't. Just type if you can read it and you're able to do it. Just say I can read it. I can read. Line 12. Vehaya
Vechaya.
Adonai
Adonai.
Melech.
Melech
Yom Hahu Ye Adonai
Adonai.
Echad.
Echad. Excellent. Line 12 again. Vehaya Adonai Lemelech
Lemelech.
Bayom
Bayom.
Hahu Yeh Adonai Echad. All right.
Ania can read it. I mean, Lisa Khan can read it. Craig Highland's trying. Ruth can read it. Evelyn can read it. Everybody can read it.
Excellent. Excellent. So the online community is doing well.
Yes.
They would be able to stay in the community without being thrown out where there's wailing and gnashing of teeth. Line 13. Adonai.
Adonai Echad Ushmo Echad.
Excellent. Do it again.
Adonai Echad Ushmo Echad.
Excellent.
You'll be
Excellent.
reading from the Torah scroll before you
Yes.
Yehuda.
Yehuda will be reading from the Torah scroll
Next time.
soon. And as soon as the cons get their heart right with the Lord and move here, they'll be reading from the Torah
Yes.
scroll.
Right?
All right. Aleinu. So we have our paragraph here. So let's start from the top, shall we? Let's read the paragraph together slowly. And 1, and 2, and 3, and a go.
Aleinu leShabbat
Now,
Adon HaKol.
Adon HaKol.
remember this is LeShabeach.
leShabbat.
Okay?
Leshabeh.
So next line.
La
Latet Gedula Leoser Bereshit.
Excellent.
Shelo Hasanu כגויה הרצון
Ratzot.
ולא
Mm-hmm.
שמענו כמשפחות
Uh-huh.
אדמה
Hadama. Excellent.
שלא שם חלקנו כוחם בגורלנו
Kol.
כל
Uh-huh.
כמונה.
Remember
How
that.
does that work?
Remember that kol, even though it looks like it's pronounced kal, remember it's kol.
But that's keko?
Kekol.
Keko.
All right, this right here. Va'anaknu
קוראים
umish
בוט
umishtachavim
ומורים
modim.
ומודים
Okay.
לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Excellent. All right, so I'm going to reread this again. I'm going to read it and we'll read it slowly, and you can follow along with your eyes. And so let's go. So it says, Aleinu leshabeach le'adon hakol latet gedula leotzer breshit shelo asanu kegoye ha'aratzot velo samanu kemishpachot ha'adama shelo sam chelkenu kahem vegoralenu kekol hamonam ve'anaknu korim umishtachavim umishtachavim. It's kind of a long word, so let's go this again. Umishtachavim. Umishtachavim. Umodim. Lifnei Melech Malkei Hamalakim Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Excellent. How are we doing back there in the back? In the back, okay? All right. This word is moderato. It means moderate, I'm guessing. Okay, great. All right, how are we doing? Doing okay? Zakoro, you got it? Yeah, Nell, how you doing? Yeah? Delma? Delma. ¿Cómo está, Delma? No? Okay, all right. All right, so we're going to read this next line in French.
No, Rabbi. It's a Hebrew class.
Oh, sorry. Okay. All right, let's stick with Hebrew then. Okay, Ve'ne'emar Ve'haya Adonai Lemelech Al Kol Haaretz. Let's read that again.
So, if the two yods are Adonai, how come they have little vowel points on there?
Because that's supposed to be the vowel points for Adonai. So the question is, if the two yuds are Adonai, why does it have like a vowel point there? Because that's supposed to be the pronunciation for Adonai. They're usually not there, actually. In any case, let's start do the top line again. Ve'ne'emar Ve'haya Adonai Lemelech Al Kol Haaretz. The bottom line, Bayom Hahu Yeh Adonai Echad Ushemo Echad. So let's do the whole thing together again. Ve'ne'emar Ve'haya Adonai Lemelech al kol
Al-Kol.
haaretz.
Haaretz.
Bayom
Bayom.
hahu
Ahu.
yiyeh
Yeh.
Adonai echad
Echad.
u'shemo
Shemo.
echad.
Echad.
Okay? Excellent. Okay, so Havule Adonai. So we're going to look here. Let's see. I guess we'll do the bait side first. Remember, this is the bait, and this is the veit. The bait has the dagish in the middle. The veit has no dagish in the middle. So I veit. So you knew that already. So here it is. The bait. B'nai
B'nai.
Elim. So, what is it again?
B'nai. Alim.
Elim.
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 It's Elim.
Elim.
B'nai Elim.
B'nai Elim.
This one?
Majim.
Rabim.
Rabim.
Kol.
Kol. Adonai. Beho. Ach.
Bakoach. There you go.
Kol.
Kol. Adonai.
Behara.
Behadar. Behadar.
That's a D. Okay.
So, it's not a D.
Well, I know.
It's a dalet.
It's a dollar.
Okay.
Just testing you around.
Okay. But I do want to say, though, that sometimes you'll look at the dalet versus
Looks
the
a lot
resh.
like
It looks very similar. So it's, it's not uncommon to
Dar.
fail and read that improperly. Kol Adonai Behadar. Okay, next line.
Is
Taharu.
What? No. His ta ha bu. Ladonai. Beharat. Kodesh.
Excellent, excellent. Let's do that again. Hish tahavu le Adonai behadrat kodesh. Excellent. The next line here.
Kol Adonai Yahil Midbar.
Again.
Kol
Adonai
Adonai
Yahil Midbar. Excellent. This line.
Yahil Adonai Midbar Kadesh.
Kadesh. Again.
Yohi Adonai Midbar Kadesh.
Kadesh. Excellent, excellent.
So the word high, like in high, L'chaim, is the same as the high in the Adonai? Is that spelled the same?
No,
No?
because that is a hey and a yud. Chai would be a hate and a yud.
Oh, hate. Okay.
So on this side over here, we have
Havu, La'adonai, Kavod,
Kavod
Oz.
Oz.
Va'oz.
Va'oz. Excellent. Again, Havu le Adonai kevod va'oz. The next line.
Havu Adonai
Kavod,
Kevod
Shemo. Excellent. Again, Havu le Adonai kevod shemo. The next line. El.
Both
Hirim. Again, it's El Ha-Kavod Hirim. It's helpful to remember, when you have the hey with a line underneath, that is a preposition. It's the. So you read it El Ha-Kavod Hirim. Remember, that's a separate word right there, even though it's connected. Okay? So the next line underneath that.
Kol Adonai Sober Eretzim.
Aradzim. Aradzim. Slika. Aradzim. Again, it's Kol Adonai Shover Aradzim. Excellent. Let me move this up a little bit. Okay, that's this line here.
Lebanon,
Mm-hmm.
Beserion,
Yon,
What's that next one? What's the
Kemo.
second word again?
Vain,
Bes,
vain.
Emin,
What's the second word?
Emin,
Vesir.
Let's go through this again. Levanon, Vesirion,
Yon.
Kemo,
Kemo.
Vain,
Ven.
Re'emim. Re'emim. Levanon, Vesirion, Kemo, Vain, Re'emim. Excellent. The next line.
That's that sound.
Chotzev.
Lahavot, Esh,
Excellent. Esh. Chotzev.
Chotzev.
Lahavot. Esh. Okay. And this line.
Uhei-ha-lo, Lo,
That's right. Uv, hey, kalo, kulo, omer,
Kavor,
kavod. Again, uv, hey, kolo, kulo, omer, kavod. Okay. And let's see. Oh, can't get that any bigger. All right, this line here.
Vayeshev,
Mhm.
Adonai, Melech, Leolam.
Excellent. Vayeshev Adonai Melech Leolam. And this line.
Adonai, Yevarech,
Uh-huh.
Et, Amo, Vashalom.
Shalom. Adonai. That's great. Adonai Yevarech et Amo Vashalom. Amen. Very, 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 very good. All right.
Oops, we got a bottom part. Did we do that?
Did we do the bottom part?
No,
Oh, we didn't.
Mm-mm.
Sorry. My bad. Okay, here we go.
Havu, Adonai, Bene, Elion,
Elim.
Elim.
And remember, the yod is silent.
Mhm.
Elim.
Elim.
Havu le Adonai b'nei Elim.
Basar,
Bear.
Adonai, Et, Arsei, Ale,
Halvanon.
No, Lebanon.
Halvanon.
Albanon, yeah.
Vashaver Adonai et Artzei Halvanon.
Okay, so that word, this second row, first
Or you can
one,
say Halevanon. I'm
that,
sorry.
That va, and then you got the Y with the Shiva thing, right? So how do you say that?
Which
That-
one?
No, the bottom, second word underneath, yeah. The yeah.
Vashaver.
Va. So you don't really say the yeah, the yod.
Vayeshev. Well, I guess you could say Vayeshever.
Vayeshever.
You could say Vayeshever,
Vayeshever.
yeah, because this is a preposition.
Yeah.
Vayeshever Adonai et Artzei Halevanon. Halevanon. Artzei. Artzei.
Arze.
The man was very artsy.
Arze, okay.
It's a very artsy place.
Mhm.
All right, and then we have Adonai
Adonai,
Lemavul Mabvul
Lamabul,
Yashav. Lemabul. Lemabul go. Adonai Lemabul Yashav.
Sorry, it's Lama,
Lamabul.
Lama.
Lamabul.
Lamabul.
It's a cross between a llama and a bull. It's a lamabul.
Lamabul.
Yashav.
Yashav. Okay.
You ever seen a llama bull?
Nope.
It's a very, very heavy, hairy bull.
That looks
And
like
that's
a
no
llama.
bull. And I'm not llama. All right, Baruch Hashem. Is it kosher? That's a question. Are llamas kosher?
I don't know.
I don't know. I've never had llama. Never.
I think they're more like a camel.
I don't know if they're probably don't have hooves, right?
I think they do have hooves. They have feet
Like
hooves.
a camel.
Like they're.
Aren't they more
Like
like
little hooves.
I don't know.
They don't have hooves like a horse. I think they have hooves that are probably like.
Delma, is llama kosher? Does llama have a hoof or a paw?
No paw, Rabbi.
There's hooves.
Or
I think they
oh,
probably have a hoof like
Delma, I thought you raised llamas once, or did I just read that in a magazine?
Camels are not kosher.
I don't think llamas are either.
Okay, llamas are probably not kosher.
They look a lot like a camel.
All right,
Okay.
And there's some, a lot of them in Ecuador.
llamas.
Get to see them a lot.
All right, so if you're online,
Pretty fur though. Pretty fur.
let us know how you're doing. Are you able to read? If you can read, if you're able to read out of your Siddur, more Hebrew and so on, type yes.
You kind of already asked them that. Maybe not for the Siddur
No, I asked them
part.
if they could read that thing over here. I know what I'm asking. All right, so here we go. What are we doing here? This is more Hebrew.
Very
Mizmor le David. Mizmor le David. Okay. Havu. I'm trying to find what that. Do they mean Adonai there?
I don't know. That's
Havu le Adonai. Havu le ya. Pai la ya. Pai le Adonai. Havu le Adonai. Bnei Elim. Havu. La. Is it la ya or? That's interesting. I don't know. With their like, I
well,
must.
look at them there, Rabbi. It's on the same vowel point.
Yeah, you're right. La ya. We'll say la ya. Havu la ya. Bnei Elim. Havu la ya bekavod
Wait a minute.
va'oz.
Kavod.
Kavod va'oz.
Oh, va'oz. Havu le something.
Kavod va'oz. Havu
Havu.
la ya
Aya,
Ya.
kavod
Kavod.
shemo.
Shemo.
Hishtachavu
Ishtacha,
la ya
Laya,
beharat
Beharat,
kodesh.
Wait a minute. Behadrat Kodesh. Okay.
Kol
Kol
Adonai al hamayim
al-Hamayim
el hakavod
el-Hakavod
hirim.
Here,
Adonai
Adonai
al mayim
al-Hamayim
rabim.
Rabbi,
Okay? Y'all are doing excellent. Kol
Kol,
Adonai
Adonai,
bakoach.
Bakoach
Kol
Kol,
Adonai
Adonai,
behadar.
Behara,
Kol
Kol,
Adonai
Adonai,
shover.
so,
Now notice you got two dagish. You get dagiot here.
What happened there?
Well, this is to tell you that you have a sheen with a o.
Oh.
Shovel, shover,
Shover.
shover,
Kol,
shover.
Shover.
Arazim.
Arazim.
Vayashaber Adonai et arze ha Levanon. Vayarkidem kemo egel. Levanon vesirion.
Okay, I'm a little bit behind you. Sorry.
Oh, there she is. Levanon vesirion kemo vein. Re'emim. 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 How we doing?
Okay.
Everybody's.
Caught up. Cold.
By the way, if you want to say okay in Hebrew, you can say okay. But more properly, it's beseder. 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 Beseder means in order. So if somebody says how are you, how you okay, and you say Beseder. If you say you're not okay, it's not, then it's lo Beseder. So if you say you're doing okay, Beseder. Not okay, lo Beseder. Okay.
Isn't Kol Beseder everything's okay?
Kol Beseder is everything
in the whole
okay.
world is
Yeah.
okay?
Kol Beseder. And if like in Spanish, very often I hear Spanish people, they'll say verdad. That's very common to say verdad. Okay, so in Hebrew it's nachon. Nachon? That's like saying verdad. Nachon?
What does verdad mean?
Like correct, right? Like true, correct.
Okay.
That's okay, verdad. So in Hebrew it's just nachon. Anyway, just a little side thing. Something you pick up when you're walking around the streets of Israel. So, Kol Adonai Hotzev
Save.
Lehavot Eish. Kol Adonai Hotzev Lehavot Eish. Kol Adonai Yachil Midbar. Yachil Adonai Midbar Kadesh. Kadesh. Kol Adonai Yacholel.
What?
Yacholel.
Yacholel?
Yacholel.
I'm
Ayalot.
sorry. No, it's Je Jolel or Yar Jolel?
Yeah.
It's Je.
Yeah.
Yacholel.
Yecholel.
Je Jolel.
Ayalot.
Ayalot.
Vayechesh.
Kef? What's Kef? Huh? I'm sorry.
That's a new one. Vayecheshef. That's
fifth.
interesting.
The fifth. That's a fifth.
It's a fifth.
Okay.
Vayecheshef.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how they would. That's a new one. Vayechesef.
Pero why was it? It's no,
Hesh.
no, it's
It's gonna be
no,
hesh.
no more in
Vayechesef. That's a new one to me. It almost seems like that must be a misprint of some kind. Cindy, if you're online, I want you to look at this word. Because you're in the Hebrew college. You're not online? Cindy, where are you? I demand you be online right now.
I don't think she's in class right now.
That is wrong.
We need to ask her, though. Okay.
Cindy, I rebuke you. Okay, we'll come back to that later. Ye'arot. Ye'arot. Uv hekol. Uv hekol. Kalo. Slika. Uv hekalo. Kulo. Omer. Kavod. Okay. Let me move this up. Adonai. Lemabul. That's our Lamabul. Adonai Lemabul. Yashav. Vayeshev. Adonai Melech Leolam. Adonai Oz. Leamo Yitain. Adonai Yevarek. Et Amo Beshalom. Excellent.
I'm sorry. Beshalom or Bashalom? Bashalom.
Vashalom. Vashalom. Slika. Vashalom. I learned a new Spanish word this week.
What'd you learn?
Oops, where'd I go? Wait a minute. Vashalom. Yeah, okay, there it is. Disculpe. I never knew the word disculpe. Disculpe is the same as in Hebrew as slicha. So slicha. Slicha. Slicha is excuse me, and disculpe is disculpe. Right?
I like that word.
Pardon me or excuse me.
Mhm.
So slicha.
Yeah.
Okay, so, all right. I'm practicing my Spanish. Okay, so we have the Hate, Kaf, Chaf Sofit, Kaf, Samek. The Samek makes an S sound. Have we talked about the Samek before?
Yeah.
Okay, that seems like we haven't.
Oh, we have. I guess we
Samek.
did.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to, Brett, in the book.
I feel like we had to have talked about it, but okay. Ve zo
They have so.
So,
ve'achare ehad lehach bira. Let's go through this again. Vehef zo ve'achare ehad lehach bira. 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 Yeah. Vechai hev li. That's when something is really heavy. It's hev li. Hev li. Ruhi. Ruhi. Malach. Melech. Yimlok. Kikelot. Kiklot. Slika. Kiklot. Yeah. Kiklot. Taklit. Kol. Kol. Hakol. Kosi. Kosi is my cup. Kosi. Isn't that song that we sang, Psalm 23, last week? Kosi revaya, my cup runs over, is in the song, Kosi revaya. So how do you say cup? Kupa? How do you get kappa? Kappa. Mi kappa, kosi. Okay. Nisi, umanos, kosi. All right. Rock and ride along. Adon olam. Here's our rhymes. We didn't do very good with the rhymes last time.
I'm not sure what part's rhyming. Is it Hebrew rhymes, I guess?
Well, let me tell you a little rhyme about the Hebrew. I don't know. I don't know. I used to rap, but that was during Hanukkah. Nivra, Nikra, Nora, Betifara, Lehak Bira, Veha Misra.
You forgot the one over there then.
I'm not really sure which order I'm supposed to go here. Zara, Ekra. We're just going to go with that little line right there.
Which one? Ekra? Where's Ekra?
Ve'ira,
Ira.
That top, Sheni, Goali, Li, Ruhi, Geviati. So we go over here. We have
Asher, Malach, Asa,
Azan,
Melech, Shamu, Nikra,
And that's Azeh.
Levado, Jimlo,
Limlo. That's Azah.
Asa.
Asher, Malak, Azah. Melech,
Azah or Azeh?
Azah.
What about that yod? I thought that made it something else. Is that something different?
No. Azah. I think it's when you have the little T at the end of it, it's Azeh. Am I correct on that?
I don't know. I was thinking that if you had ayin and a yod, it made it something a little different, like an A. But I could be wrong.
Let me check because I'm not. Let me just make sure I'm not an expert here. I think it's just a little T symbol.
Okay, so that word there, something.
It's a little T symbol. It's a little T symbol. Make it azeh because it.
So it's azeh.
Azah.
Azah.
Azah. Azah. Azah.
Azah.
Azah.
I just
Azah.
don't understand with that whole A thing. Okay, here's something that's.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Okay.
Beterem
Beterem.
kol
Kol.
yetzir
Yetzir.
nivra
Nivra.
le'et
Le'et.
na'asa
Na'asa.
behefzo
Behefzo.
kol
Kol.
ve'achare
Ve'achare.
kiklot
Kiklot.
hakol.
Hakol.
We're not doing each line twice. We're just.
Okay, we're gonna do them again. We'll do this again.
We've never seen it before.
Beterem
Beterem.
kol
Kol.
yetzir
Yetzir.
nivra.
Nivra.
Next line le'et
Le'et.
na'asa
Na'asa.
va'chefzo.
Behefzo.
So it's, I'm sorry, it's ve'chefzo. Y'all see that? Ve'chefzo.
Behefzo.
Kol.
Cold.
Ve'achare.
Ve'achare.
Ve'achare. Kiklot
Kiklot.
hakol.
Hakol.
Okay? All right. Okay. Vahu haya.
Ya.
Vahu
Mahu.
ha-hove.
Hov.
No, it's a little O up there, a little dot. Hove.
Ve.
Vehu yeye. Vehu haya. Vehu hove. Vehu yeye. Bali reshit. Beli taklit. Beli reshit. Beli taklit. Eli goali chevli nisi manos ki kosi. Eli goali hevli nisi manos li kosi. Excellent. Ruhi ruhi geviati li. Ruhi ruhi geviati li. Excellent. Any questions so far? No? Okay, thank you. All right.
Right? Move it on.
Adon Alam. I got a rib out of place. Okay. This is actually the Adam Alam from the Siddur. So let's read it together, shall we?
Yes.
Adon
Adon.
Olam
Olam.
Asher
Asher.
Malak.
Malak.
Beteret
Beteret.
Kol
Kol.
Yatzir
Yazir.
Nivra.
Nivra.
Again, Adon
Adon.
Olam
Olam.
Asher
Asher.
Malak.
Malak.
Beterem
Beterem.
Kol
Kol.
Yatzir
Yetzir.
Nivra.
Nivra.
And the next line, Le'et
Et.
Na'asa
Na'asa.
V'chefzo
Behefzo.
Kol
Kol.
Azah
Asa.
Melech
Melech.
Shemo
Shemo.
Nikra.
Nikra.
Again, Le'et
Et.
Na'asa
Na'asa.
V'chefzo
Behefzo.
Kol
Kol.
Azah
Asa.
Melech Shamo
Shmo.
Nikra.
נקרא.
The next line. Ve'achare. Ve'achare. Kiklot
קיבלות
Hakol.
הכל.
Levado
לבדו
Yimloch
ימלוך
Nora.
נורא.
Again. Ve'achare
ואחרי
Kiklot
קיבלות
Hakol.
הכל
Levado
לבדו
Yimloch
ימלוך
Nora.
נורא.
Excellent. Again, the next line. Vehu
והוא
haya
היה
vehu
והוא
hove.
הווה
Vehu
והוא
yeye
יהיה
betif
בטיף
ara.
אר.
Let's go that again. Vehu
והוא
haya
היה
vehu
והוא
hove.
הווה
Vehu
והוא
yeye
יהיה
betif ara.
בטיף אר.
Okay. Next line. Vehu
והוא
echad
אחד
ve'ein
ואין
sheni.
שני
Lehamshil
לחמישי
lo
לא
lehach
לך
bira.
בירה.
Let's do that again. Vehu
והוא
echad
אחד
ve'ein
ואין
sheni.
שני
Lehamshil
לחמישי
lo
לא
lehach bira.
לך
Lehach bira.
בירה.
Excellent. Next line. Beli
בלי
reshit
ראשית
beli
בלי
taklit.
תכלית
Velo
ולא
haoz
כאוס
vehamisra.
וחמישרה.
Let's do that again. Beli
בלי
reshit
ראשית
beli
בלי
taklit.
תכלית
Velo
ולא
haoz
כאוס
hamisra.
וחמישרה.
Hamisra. Okay. Vehu
והוא
Eli
אלי
Vechai. Vechai. Wait a minute. Vecha. Vechai. Vechai. Vechai Goli. Vechai Goali. I guess it is a chai. That was our question earlier. Vechai Goali. Vezur Hevli Be'et Zara. Again. Vehu
והוא
Eli.
אלי
Vechai Goali.
גואלי
Vezu Hevli Be'et Zara.
שרה.
Vehu Nisi
הוא
Umanos
ומנוס
Li.
לי.
Menat
מנה
Kosi
כוסי
Bayom
היום
Ekra.
אקרא.
Again. Vehu Nisi Umanos
ומנוס
Li.
לי.
Menat Kosi Bayom Ekra.
אקרא.
Excellent. Beyado
וידו
Afkid
אפיד
Ruhi.
רוחי.
Be'et
ואת
Ishan
אישי
Ve'ira.
והנראה.
Excellent. Again. Beyado
וידו
Afkid
אפיד
Ruhi.
רוחי.
Be'et
ואת
Ishan
אישן
Ve'ira.
והנראה.
Excellent. And that last line. Ve'im
ואם
Ruhi
רוחי
Goviyati
What?
Geviyati. Slicha.
יתי
Adonai
אדוני
Li
לי
Velo
ולא
Ira.
אירא.
Again. Ve'im
ואם
Ruhi
רוחי
Geviyati
הגיעתי
Adonai
אדוני
Li
לי
Velo
ולא
Ira.
אירא.
Excellent.
Amen.
That's it?
I don't know that we need to do this next week.
Oh,
We do. But looking at that first page, it looks like we don't.
all right. That's it. I just have 3 more paragraphs I want us to read.
Yeah.
Just kidding. All right, that's it. That is all. We are done. Now, next week we'll have one more lesson, which it seems to be kind of short. And then that's it. From that point forward, you should be able to read your Siddur fluently. And so during the service, I'll be calling upon you to come up and read before millions of people.
Right.
All right. So that's all. So have a great rest of your Shabbat. Remember to practice. Remember our motto, never any transliteration ever. All right. Toda rabah. We'll see everybody a little later.
Alrighty.